Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, and today we're going to have a numeracy activity. It's going to be a little bit different today because we're not dealing with numbers, but we're going to learn about some new words. The words that we're going to use for putting things in sequence are first, second, and then. And I'm going to give you some pictures and teach you about some different life cycles of living things because spring is a time of new life and you'll see lots of plants and animals springing up this time of year. So you'll start with doing your regular routine of completing the date, drawing me a picture of the weather, filling out your graph, and tracing the day of the month on your calendar. Then on YouTube, I posted a link to a video about the life cycle of a frog, and it'll teach you about the different stages of development of how a frog goes from being an egg into a fully grown frog. You're also going to watch a video about the life cycle of a tree, learning how one small seed can grow into a large tree, kind of like the story that Miss Dominguez shared with you a couple of weeks ago. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to show you what your work will look like. So when we talk about putting things in sequence, boys and girls, it means putting them in order. So for example, this morning, first, I woke up, got out of bed. Second, I went downstairs and brushed my teeth in the washroom. Third, I had my breakfast. And then I came upstairs to work on the lesson for today and post this video. So boys and girls, the first page has all the different pictures with the different order here of the life cycle of a tree. So if you see here, a tree starts out as a small seed that then sprouts a plant. Then it turns into a sapling. So a sapling, boys and girls, it looks like a tree, but it's much shorter and the trunk is much more thin and it's flexible, so it can even bend. We have some saplings in the yard, and it's important that when you see a sapling, you don't hang off the branches because knocking one of the branches off or bending them would hurt the tree's development. And then it turns into a fully grown tree. You might see some of these in your neighborhood if you look outside. So see how it has a big, thick trunk, strong branches, and lots of leaves growing from those branches too. Now, boys and girls, there are 3 steps for the life cycle of a tree that we're going to do, but for the frog, there are 4. So if you look over here, this is what frogs' eggs look like. It starts out as lots of eggs. So an adult frog would lay these eggs in the pond. Then tadpoles come out of the eggs. So tadpoles are small creatures, okay? They have their body and then a tail that helps them swim around really fast in a small puddle. Then the tadpole will start to grow legs. See how they're, let's see the little legs growing there? And it starts to look a lot more like one of the frogs we'd recognize. The body starts to grow bigger. You can see the eyes now. And then it turns into a frog. So these you might see if you ever go walking in damp areas down by a creek or river. Take a look for these and you can see the little frogs. So boys and girls, you're going to cut and paste all of these pictures that I've made for you over here. Then you're going to paste them into the boxes that I provided here, okay? Or you can just do this. You could draw pictures on your own at home. You don't need to print it if you don't have ink or a printer. So for the life cycle of tree, you'll tell me what comes first, what comes second, and then what comes next, okay? So you're going to paste them into the proper boxes. And for the life cycle of a frog, there's 4 boxes because there are 4 different stages of development. So tell me what comes first, what comes second, what comes third, and then what comes last, okay? So boys and girls, I look forward to seeing what you've learned about sequences. Enjoy watching the 2 YouTube videos. This is kind of a combined numeracy, math, and science activity. And I'd like to see your cutting and pasting skills and see if you can put the different stages of development in the proper order. I hope everyone has a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye for now.